Hi everyone, and welcome back to another installment of my not very consistent video of dying. So I thought tonight I would talk about the History Peeps and answer the question that are part of the History Peep meme or meme, however you pronounce that word. So they have questions, I'm just gonna answer them and hopefully I'll be somewhat interesting. But before I start answering them, you're probably wondering what are the history piece? Let's see if I can answer it quickly in a way that doesn't make it sound weird. We are basically a group of people who like history, but we are also we're also like the kind of people where we'll draw fan art of historical figures. We are like messed up doll. Like I have a friend who's trying to make a business of making stuffed doll of historical figure on Etsy called Stuff History. I think that's the name of the store. So if you want a historical figure doll, check her out. She's very cute, very good. And we do stuff that we make fan art and we do role playing and we do stuff like that. But basically like we're kind of like Kate Beaton or the horrible history or that kind of thing, except we don't get paid for what we do. We do it because we love history, and like we could call ourselves the History Peeps, and that's what we are. And so somebody in the group wanted to do a History Peep meme, and I thought, oh, that'd be something fun to make a video about. So here we go. Name. The 32 Towers. Location. I'm not telling you. When did you first join the History Peeps? Well, I was there before there was the History Peeps. I mean, like, I was on that guy and God, it had to be like 2010 or something like that, maybe later. But I don't exactly remember. But I do remember what happened was I was posting a lot about Nathan Hale and I was doing a lot of fan art of him and Alexander Hamilton and other people. And I was also at that time when I was during the Skype, I was working on this personal, I could probably stop playing with that paper. I was working on this project that is still near and dear to my heart about Civil War women's fight. And I was going to turn my research into a comic book. So I had this site on, on that network thing where I was basically drawing pictures of Nathan Hale and then I was, drawing pictures of, Bill Boyd and Elizabeth Van New and Emma Emlyn and just kind of talking about them and how much I loved them. And then, oh my god, I shouldn't say this, but I actually did start writing fan fiction. We all have that phase, I think. So I started writing fan fiction of, me and Nathan Hale. And then, people started commenting. And I wish I'm gonna see if I can remember the name that they had then, because they've changed since then. And remember, well, I know that his nickname is Fish. But I can't remember, it was like a pet or something, some kind of a Latin thing. And then you had Hamilton is my homeboy. And then you had irregular 221B and Mutant Not Gay and and the one who actually pulled it all together and was basically like, we all like history, so you guys should all be friends, and she like kind of introduced you. And her name, she called herself ASD13. And I remember we all called her After 13. And at one point somebody drew a picture of a bus saying, hi, I'm 13. And I remember that. And it's weird that I have that weird connection. But anyway, those were the names that they knew back then. And we all met and we were talking and we were like, oh, I loved it, I loved that. Oh yeah, and they were British only. And she, when we first met, she was good, good in general with the posty stuff we liked about history, as well as fan art and stuff. And then she got like doing this wonderful stuff like embroidery of Napoleon and doing stuffed dogs of Lewis and Claw, and I was posting stuff. and they were really supportive. You should totally like make a comment about your history. And I mean, like it was really nice because usually my mom she thought I should do it, and half the time I'm like, are you doing that because you're my mom, or are you doing that because you genuinely, I fully believe I'm capable of it? But when I had a complete stranger who was slowly becoming my friend because we shared an interest in history, he was saying you should do that. It really meant a lot to me. And we just started calling ourselves the History Peeps. And actually we have the figure or whatever of a peep. It was like a purple peep of the marshmallow peep, and we Photoshop picture a hat on it. My claim to fame, I'm the one who took that picture of the peep. God, you're welcome, I guess. So, we both got along, we were talking about it, and then we were like, let's make it come out official, and called ourselves the History Peeps, and got the girl thing, the peep wearing history hat, and, that's going. What was your first encounter with the History Peep? Let's see. Well, my first encounter will have to be like pre-History Peep, when I don't really exactly remember, I've been so long. But I think either I posted a drawing I did of Nathan Hale, or I posted something about my research, or something. I don't remember something. And then I had all the no issue. I feel like and then all these people were like, after thinking, I remember that, she got really very vocal, but she was like, oh my god, it's really good. And she was very supportive of me, and she was like, because there were times when I was doing my research where I was like, it's exciting, but I don't know if that is my thing. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway. And they were like, oh no, that is great, keep going, keep going. So that way, my first encounter with the History Peep was basically, I think I posted something, and then all these people were like, oh, this is great. Who was your gateway peep, if any? Well, I mean, didn't I right there pre-History Peep? I don't know if I have a gateway peep because I was there since the beginning, but at the same time, I think I might have been after 13. But because in my memory, she was like the one that kind of connected everyone, where she would talk to me and she talked to other people, and then she would get kind of get my introduced them and get kind of say, they like history too, good like you, come on. So I kind of associate her with really be the person to pull it together, but I'm not really sure about how it actually happened. I could remember associated with her a lot. And then she was like, let's do this, let's get this done. Who are your top 3 favorite historical figures? Well, Nathan Hale, for one. Nathan Hale, right off the bat, is Nathan Hale. Like, that man, he has literally changed my life. And I know, some people are like, oh, you don't really know what the word literally means. I think you mean figuratively. But it's actually a personal pet peeve of mine, and people say that like literally. And they're like, I am literally going on to hell in a handbasket. And I'm like, you don't know what literally means. You mean, but anyway. He did actually change my life. From the moment I found out about him, I changed my school major. I changed my whole way of life. Like, I was an art major, and I had no idea where I was going. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like halfway through my 20, and I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do? I'm a failure. I'm not happy. I don't know what I'm doing in school or in life. I want to make comic books, but what do I do? And then I found out about him, and now, I'm a history major, and know what I'm going to do in my life. I am definitely, absolutely a much different person now than I was before I found out about him. Nathan Hale even though she's been dead for 200 something years. Like, I'm a history major, not a math major, so don't ask me how many years and months and days. But, even though she's been dead, like, a very long time, she changed my life, and she's given me appreciation, and that's why she's, like, my number one favorite. And then for number 2 and 3, it's like, honestly, it fluctuates. Because sometimes I'm thinking, oh, Elizabeth Van New. I think, oh, I love Elizabeth Van New. She's amazing. And then I'm like, oh, but what about Richard III? I mean, I got how to put into the life. And then I just kind of fluctuate where, think about everybody I learn about in history is so fascinating. So one thing of like my time and my research that I can't narrow it down. But I mean, ultimately, number one is Nathan Hale, and number two will be, it's gonna have to be Elizabeth Van Loo, to be honest, because, like, I mean, that woman was like badass before the word even existed. And then for number 3, like it's got to kind of change it. Well, maybe, maybe it's Alphonse Mucha, maybe it's William Shakespeare, maybe it's Richard III, maybe it's this guy, maybe it's that woman, maybe it's, but I mean, yeah, cause I forget, I mean, honestly, I'm not really the kind of historian where I find, or I'm not even a historian, so I don't really get to call myself that. But I mean, I'm not really the kind of person to say, well, I love this person, they're my favorite. Because they're real people, and everyone has flaws, good and bad. And sometimes when I learn about a historical figure, and I think, oh, I love this person, this person is great, I love them, amazing. And then I find out some stuff about them, and I'm like, you're a human. So, but I don't know. I just don't really, I don't know. And to be honest, it's like, it kind of, but Nathan Hale, it's like no one else can really, no one else can really mean to me what Nathan Hale does. So it's really hard for me to develop that kind of bond, fondness. Well, I'm not a writer, so I'm not good at it. Because it's like no one can even compare to him. But Elizabeth Van Loo is a very close second because, she's wonderful. And what is your peak facility? I.e. the French Revolution, the Civil War, First World War. I don't really like that word facility because I don't really feel I get to claim that for myself because I feel more like I'm at the stage where I don't know anything. I know just enough to know that I don't know anything, like I don't know what I'm doing. So I think instead of specialty, I'm gonna special interest, like what do I like to study? And that would be, Nathan Hale. Right off the bat, Nathan Hale. Women history, women in espionage, like I love finding out about women in buying business. Like, well, let's get a women's history. I also like Native American history. I like, well, I mean, I think I probably should probably develop an integrability system, and, to able. Or maybe I should do that. But mainly it's women in history, prostitution in history, wiki count women in history, gay people in history, Nathan Hale. It could pretty much anything and everything where where people have been like, where they're not elite, but we're not gonna talk about them. That when I'm there, that's why I'm like, oh no, I'm interested, I wanna know what's going on with these Native American people. I wanna know what's going on with the, African American people and the prostitute, and I wanna know all that. I think the only instructor would be Nathan Hale because, look at this face, he was pretty elite, Semi wealthy, went to Yale, white. I think I'm middle class back then, but he is like the only exception to my general field of interest. But anyway, that's my specialty. Oh, and give away women's back. That's not my number one thing. I cannot wait till I can start making comics about them. If you could target the doctor, where would you go in time? Who would you select, historical figure or otherwise, as your companion? Where would I go in time? That was a hard question. Honestly though, I would go back to any time period that Nathan Hale was alive. I don't know if I would want to go to when he was executed, because, I'd probably be too tempted to try and save him, or maybe to be too hard for me to spear. But at the same time, I would want him to know that in some way that there was really one thundering face when he was executed. And I could see I just gave him on another sense in meaning. But I could feel like, he's famous for being executed. And if I gave him, maybe that was like the one thing he was supposed to achieve. But if I gave him, I would resign him to a lifetime of that maybe he did die in some other way, or maybe he was destined to die. Or maybe I'd resign him to like a lifetime of mediocrity, because, not everyone is gonna be the next Thomas Jefferson. And I think maybe for me it would be more important that he be remembered in the history book rather than he not be remembered. But then again, I don't get to make that kind of decision. So maybe I shouldn't even put myself in that situation, so I shouldn't even go there. But I know if I could go back in time, I would go to one of the other events in his life. Like maybe go and see him at Yale and, oh man, how cool would it be to party with him? So I could party with him and tell him out, and we could probably start some kind of frat tradition thing. That would be cool, like a toga party. I would do something like that. Give him like a happy moment before the whole, martyr thing. Either that, or I would maybe go back to see Elizabeth Van Loo, tear her pro-Confederate neighbors a new one. Okay. That moment in time, truly, that's why I call her badass before the way to get there, because, man, she faced down an entire car only by herself. So that would be something I would do. And, there's so many different things I would do. I'd like to go back to the 1900s and kind of see the whole woman suffrage movement with the parade and the protest and be in front of the White House and everything. That would be interesting. Or maybe go back to see if I could get into a party with, Hemingway and Fisher, like they did in Midnight in Paris. I really want to she can have all the fun. Or, I think it also be pretty neat to get to meet Don Paul Jones. I don't know if we get along with each other, but I like to meet him, just kind of say, hey, you like the lady, huh? But lady wink. But she was gonna go for it. So, that's something I do. Oh, or maybe go back in ancient Greece. I would love to go back to ancient Greece and go to one of them Artemis temple, something to kind of observe how they worship Artemis, because she's my favorite goddess. So I like to go see her temple before they got all ruined and with time and age. But I like to kind of go, how do you guys worship her? Do you sing? Can I sing with you? Do you guys, dance and stuff? Will you teach me how to dance? That would be something that would be cool. And, You realize the lot of a historical figure or otherwise of my companion. Well, it would either be Nathan Hale, if we could like it kind of everything could have been Nathan Hale. I'm just telling you that up front, okay? You hadn't figured out by now. Everything could have been Nathan Hale. Okay? Like it would be Nathan Hale. I'd like pick him up from Yale. I'll be like, hey, I know you got a final, but wanna come with me to ancient Greece? Yeah, come on. Other that was D-Man. You and cough black doll. Like, I don't care what anyone does. Like, I just take that doll with me. Like we're gonna go see Ron Burns or Nero plays a fiddle. The doll come in with me. Yeah. We're gonna go back to like the ancient reading mammal. We come see the doll. I'm gonna go. Yeah, go straight after the reading mammal came out. Be your doll. Bring me back some meat or kick it up. Reading mammal guy. I like that doll. So that's what I do. Okay. If you could spend the day with a favorite historical figure, what would you do? Would that Nathan Hale? And I guess it would depend, like, would I be going back in time? Or would he be coming here? Because I gotta say, if we're coming here, I'm taking him for frozen yogurt. Like, right off the bat, we're going for frozen yogurt and gonna let him get everything and anything he wants. And then we're gonna go out for, like, steak and all the most delicious food. And I'm just gonna tell them, Nathan, eat whatever you want. Eat anything you want. Really tell me. Because like in my family, I have a show I love, it's that we feed people. So like when I go home from my dad and my mom, I'm always in a perpetual state of having a stomachache because they feed me a lot, because that's how they show their love. So if Nathan Hale came with me, I would feed him. And I would be like, here's food, eat. And he would be like, I'm not hungry. And I would say, eat. And then, let's see, I would probably take him for a library. Yeah, I can like play sports, or maybe I'd take him to like some kind of a sporty event or something. Even though I don't really know anything about sports. So I'd be like, hey, what do you do? Don't ask me what we're doing, I don't know, but look, they're throwing a ball. Fun. Maybe I would take him to the park or something like that, where he could get up some kind of outdoor football game or whatever with the local lad in the park or whatever, and that would be fun. Like, I could take him here, feed him, take him to the library, maybe a movie, something like that. And if I went back in time, I would pretty much, I'd feed him again, feed him food, Nathan, eat. And then, we'd do whatever young people did at that time that was fun, it was like going to dances or whatever, like, whatever that man wants, or like anything he wants. But, for sure I'm feeding him, like. And what modern object would you most like to show to your favorite historical figure? Again, that's Nathan Hale. I think it would probably have to be like a Kindle or something. Even though I don't own one, and I don't own any kind of ebook reader thing, but I'd have to find somebody who has one and borrow it, because I think it would be interesting to show him that he can access like millions and millions of bits on this thing that like smaller than a regular bit. And I think it would be fun to show him that there were a lot of books currently being published. Some not good, but a lot pretty good. Because I think at that time period they were pretty limited in the kind of books they had. So I'd be like, hey look, you can read anything you want on this Kindle. Anything. I'm gonna get some for you. And you read, 100 books. Favorite anecdote about your favorite figure. Well, to be honest, I haven't actually read too much about him. And because a lot of what I'm reading right now about him, I think a lot of like post death. He's good, he did, and a lot of it has the tint of like evil worship melancholiness. That doesn't really come out at me like take my favorite going. It could come out at me more like, oh my gosh. God, I'm gonna use my second favorite square. I figure it's a bit brand new. My most favorite story about her is that she was a fire market working overground through the Civil War, and she operated out of Richmond while it was occupied by the Confederates. Go. The Federate troops are coming into Richmond. So the Confederates got getting fired to the I forget exactly what they were, the armory or the granary or something like. There's a lot of stuff is going on. A lot of stuff is going down. And so she like, Grant is coming, the Union coming, they better know that, this is where I live, so they can come here. So she puts up the Union flag in her house. So all her neighbors who are like pro-Confederate are like, that's the Union flag. She's a Union sympathizer. It's just because of her that our town burning. So they go to her house. And I don't like imagine in my hair, but it probably isn't true. But I like imagine that they have like the, pistol and stick and fire and, effigy of her hanging from the stick or whatever, and they got like fire, like a steam from Frankenstein's monster or something, and they're like, oh, we're gonna burn your house. And look at the man new, go under her porch. You got her neighbor, like she grew up in that town, she knows them all. Go. She looks at them all, she calls out their names, she points at them, I know you, I know where you live, I know who you are. I know where your mom is. And then she tells him, General Grant is coming to town. If you guys burn my house, I promise you, your houses will be burned within an hour. Or something like that. And I'm like, she told that crowd. She told them. And they couldn't, they couldn't say no. They couldn't, talk it. So they go home. And Grant comes. She gives him tea, and goes back to do her own thing. But for me, that really comes out. Well, I'm like that cold to basically that I couldn't have done that. And she went out there and she was like, but you heard the house, your house is going next. And I'm like, for me, that's my favorite. I love it. Do you relate any song with your favorite video? Well, actually, I do relate one song with Nathan Hale, but I think that's kind of shitty because it's a song about him. It's called Hero. I don't know if Casey gave her name, but she knows who she is because she wrote the song called Hero about Nathan Hale, and it's beautiful, and I love it. And every time I listen to it, I cry a little bit. Not a whole lot because I cry enough already after this. But I wish I had that song as like an MP3 or something so I could have it on my iTunes and listen to it all the time. But I could listen to it on YouTube like way too much. And it's called, Hero, and like it's about him and it's beautiful and it's perfect, and that's the song that when I hear I think Nathan Hale. And when I think of Nathan Hale, I kind of start playing up music in my head. And I really need to find a song associated with a little bit brand new. I really, really do. So that's what it is. Let's see, the next one is Peep road trip. We all went to the party bus, and I started in New York, ended up in a school at Bergen. We got a straight to see along the way. It's like a bit brand new burial site. Obviously that's a house, but they in like 1901 or something like that, like the year after she died, they tore her house down and put an elementary school there because she doesn't have a house anymore. But we should go see where she buried and plant flowers there. And also all the Nathan Hale guys, pretty much all of Connecticut. Oh, we gotta go to Connecticut. We gotta do all the Nathan Hale the homestead and the school and the statues and the fort, and like we could. I mean, I have yet to go to Connecticut. Like, I haven't been to Homestead. I haven't been to his schoolhouse yet. I'm, I'm deprived of my Nathan Hale building. But I'm incredibly lucky because I have a friend who lives in Massachusetts and she goes out to Connecticut all the time. So I live vicariously through her. Like when the schoolhouse had their opening show, exhibit thing, she went there and she done makeup from them and I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Like, so right now, I'm living through her and I'm grateful for that. But at the same time, I really would like to go there in person and, like lie on the ground and cry and be like overcome by emotion and have like the security guard or whatever they have there, they just can be like, are you okay? Are you okay? You need to leave or, like calm down. But yeah, like, I think maybe it's a good thing I haven't been there. Yeah, like, I just wanna go see everything they've been here. Another bonus. Gilbert Miar de la Fea used to live here by female Lewis. They kind of seemed a little bit weird, but what happened was, for a while, the History Peeps had a role-playing thing where, I'm not really sure where Meow de la Fea or where these Robespierre came from. They were like animal versions of Robespierre and Lafayette or something. So I don't really understand what happened there. But Email Lewis, like I played Email Lewis, so I gotta say I love him the best. Cause Email Lewis was basically Lewis and Clark's dog. Only he somehow learned how to use the computer. And at that time, I was watching Wilfred. So I based a lot of Gmail on Wilfred. And so I could have him basically, like, it was so much fun to like get in touch with my inner dog. And I actually like that show. And then I started making a lot of dead people rape jokes. And that's not funny. And I stopped. And, yeah. But anyway, I play Game and Lewis, so I buy it when I get, I like him the best. First trickle was not gonna common. But, okay. The last one. John Adam, bacon or no bacon? There is an inside joke with the History Peeps. I'm actually not sure how it started, but apparently Ron Adams has an unhealthy obsession with bacon. Now some people think it's funny, some people don't. I was there from the ground up when I started, so for me it has a lot of fun memories. So I'm gonna say Ron Adams bacon. That pretty much it. There have been my History Peeps memes and this thing. And if you watch all the way to the end and you're not History Peeps, but even if you are, thank you. Thank you. And have a good evening. Bye bye.